Dear ladies and gentlemen, Russian tour operator Spectrum is proud to present our new video about St. Petersburg. The city is unique in all aspects: the geography, the history of its development, the famous individuals and creations inspired by the city. As the capital of the Russian Empire before the Revolution, St. Petersburg was a goldmine of new inventions, cultural and scientific achievements. To this day, the city proudly holds the description of an outdoor museum, the Palmyra of the North. We invite you to get to know the city on the Neva, to learn its secrets and explore its hidden gems. Here are some of the tours we offer. Many famous city landmarks are centered around the personality of Peter the Great. St. Petersburg was not only his brainchild and pride, but also the symbol of his power and the manifestation of the Russian Enlightenment. Of course, the new capital wasn't representative of the entire empire. On the contrary, the city was unique not only due to its architectural style, but also on the account of its inhabitants' way of life. While the General Politzmeister, the title created and held by Peter the Great, sought to ensure that the capital's residents wore special leather shoes, the remainder of Russia wore floor-length dresses and bast sandals. The Baroque era is showcased in the city's famous sites: the cabin of Peter the Great, Menshikov and Summer Palaces, Peter and Paul Cathedral, where the great emperor is buried. The Hermitage Theater contains models of the interior of the Winter Palace. There's a legend that Peter the Great was the first Mason who joined the order during his trip to Europe. The order became popular during the times of Catherine the Great. General Vorontsov became the head of the first true Russian Masonic lodge. But the ideas were heeded by many famous individuals, such as the poet Sumarokov, General Field Marshal Golitsyn, and publicist Novikov. Russian emperors Pavel I and Alexander I were Masons as well. Interest in the Masonic order greatly impacted Russian history and left a visible imprint via the architecture of the northern capital. Places influenced by the Freemasons include Yelagin Island, Vorontsov Palace, Pavlovsk Palace, Priory Palace in Gatchina, and many others. St. Petersburg is the birthplace of the Russian Navy and the glory of the Russian fleet. The city celebrates the Day of the Russian Navy on the last Sunday of July. The offshore waters of the Neva River are packed with ships, all proudly hoisting St. Andrew's flag, the ensign of the Russian Navy. It doesn't have to be Russian Navy Day to experience the beauty of these magnificent vessels. Our excursion offers you the chance to come aboard several ship museums. The Narodovolets submarine, in memory of the submariner heroes of World War I. The famous Russian cruiser Aurora, a filial of the Navy Museum. The first Arctic icebreaker, Krasen, one of the most powerful vessels built in the beginning of the 20th century. Many mythical creatures grace the streets of our magical city. Lions, sphinxes, griffins, atlases, caryatids. They overlook the city for hundreds of years and can share with us the many secrets they've acquired in this time. The docks of the Neva River are decorated with granite sphinxes from ancient Thebes, with the face of Pharaoh Amenhotep III, as well as Chinese shitsa, lion frogs, a gift from the Manchurian city of Jilin in the beginning of the 20th century. 4 griffins with gilded wings hold in their mouths the cables of the Hanging Bank Bridge, and 10 giant atlases made of black granite hold up the portico of the new Hermitage Museum with their massive hands. St. Petersburg is the most German city of Russia. The German diaspora before the revolution was one of the most populous and influential. The German residents of St. Petersburg were reflected in all societal strata, from the common artisans to the members of the royal family. A large part of the German population was made up of officials and other rank-yielding heads. German entrepreneurs played a big role in the economic development of the city during the turn of the 20th century. Before the revolution, the city had 8 Catholic, around 30 Lutheran, and over 10 Reform and Methodist churches, as well as temples of other denominations. National schools were popular, including the famous School of St. Peter, which was founded in 1710 and enrolls students to this day. Currently, a German Society of St. Petersburg publishes its paper, ST.PETERSBURG Zeitung, in German, and hosts a variety of exhibitions, conferences, and seminars. What have you heard of St. Petersburg's haunted sites? Do you believe in spirits and curses? See for yourself to confirm or deny the local folklore. One of the most eerie figures of the city is the bronze horseman on Senate Square. Residents say that Peter the Great rides his horse off the pedestal at night to patrol the city. They believe that the statue protects the city from disaster and misfortune. As testament to its resilience, the statue had withstood bombing during the siege of Leningrad. The ghost of another emperor, Pavel I, resides in the Mikhailovsky castle, where Pavel I was choked to death by conspirators in his own bed. It is said that the apparition haunts the castle in hopes of attaining everlasting peace. You'll visit many mystical places during our hair-raising tour, including the Field of Mars, Semimostie, Smolensky Cemetery, the Rotonda on the Gorokhovoi Street, and the estate of the Princess Golitsina. You can purchase any of our excursions, not only for you and your family, but also as a gift for your friends. Just add their email when checking out. You'll receive a confirmation, and they'll get a gift certificate with the layout of the tour and the chance to book it on any day the museums are open. The gift certificate won't have any pricing information. Experience St. Petersburg's enchantment and join in its mysteries.